card 1, scene 4, shot 5, take 4.
That's what's known as a clapperboard or a slate, and it's incredibly useful for not only directors, cinematographers, but especially useful for editors. Today I'm going to explain exactly how film editors or video editors can use the clapperboard. So how is the clapperboard used on set specifically? Most of the time the assistant or the second assistant camera will bring the clapperboard into frame. They'll call out the scene, the shot and the take, and then they will clap the clapperboard, giving a visual and an audio reference for the editor. So they can look at the shot and see, oh, that's when the clap lands, and then they can look for that audio spike in the actual audio file, and then they'll be able to use both of those to sync the audio easily. And as you can see, there are many different things scrolled onto this clapperboard in particular, and I'm going to explain all the different sections. On the top we have the production name, and as you can see it's called Twisted Love. That's the name of the film or the name of the production. Sometimes productions will have code names if it's like a Marvel film or something. Production company or Prodco, as you can see there, it's the company that basically runs or owns the production. In my case it's the film school that I used to go to. Below that you'll normally have the director's name and the cinematographer's name. There'll be a card or roll, and the reason why it says card is for the SD card or where you store your footage, and a roll is because obviously back in the day it was film roll. Slate or shot, as you can see there. A lot of the times you'll have scene, shot and take outlined in the clapperboard. So as you can see there, we wrote scene 4, shot 5 and then take 2 of shot 5. Below that you'll have the date, you'll have day, night or LUT. Let's ignore LUT, that's not very important. The main thing is to see time of day, so it's supposed to be day or is it supposed to be night? And then is the scene supposed to be an interior shot or an exterior shot? And as you can see, the assistant camera, they circled which is which. Next to that we'll have sound and MOS. MOS stands for mute of sound, and it tells the editor whether we should be expecting sound or whether we should not be expecting sound. And that's basically the overall general knowledge that you need to be able to start making use of the clapperboard as an editor. Most of the time on set, there'll be a script supervisor or a scriptee, or most likely if you are a film student, you'll be the actual editor will have to be on set, and they will have editing sheets. Now editing sheets are much like clapperboards, but they are sheets basically where as each shot is being taken, as each take is being shot, they will have to take notes of what happens in each shot. Okay, now that you know how editing sheets work and how clapperboard works, I am going to teach you how to use both of them in conjunction to kind of speed up your initial rough cut or your story cut. So you got your laptop or your computer and you have your editing sheets next to you, and as you can see here I have a project pulled up. One more important note, as you can see here in the footage folder, the first frame normally has the clapperboard in frame. The person in charge of the clapperboard needs to make sure that before the recording starts, the clapperboard needs to be in frame. It's precisely for this. As you can see here, the first frame of every shot, except this one because I was busy playing, so let me just go back to the first frame there. As you can see, it makes the thumbnail of each shot the clapperboard, which allows you as the editor to actually kind of see which shot you're looking at from the start already. You can see here we have card 1, scene 4, shot 5, take 1, and we know it's a day scene, we know it's interior, we know it has sound. All of this can be gleaned from the thumbnail already because the clapperboard was in the frame. And that's basically one of the main important reasons the clapperboard is used. It's so that the editor can immediately have all this essential information. And now what you can actually do, you can look at the shot number, you can look at the scene number, and you can look at the take. Then you can compare that to your editing sheets. So say you're scrolling, you're like, okay, this is the scene I want. Let's look at the shot. It's scene 4, shot 2, take 1. Okay, cool. Let me look at that in the editing sheets. And then you can see, oh, that shot had good acting, but the audio was bad. So now you can know, okay, let's ignore that. Let's go to the next one and see how that one is. Let's go, okay, this one says, this is take 2. Cool. You can look at your editing sheets and it says take 2 was a print. Immediately you know, okay, cool. I'm gonna just drag that in the timeline. And this is called making your selects. You're going to basically select the best of the best shots, and this is going to help speed up your rough cut. Your rough cut is your garbage cut or your quick cut just to get the story out or just to get the form of your film out. So to summarize, a clapperboard can be used by an editor for the following: syncing audio and video, identifying shots, organizing footage, choosing your selects or your prints and using that to quickly form a rough cut or a narrative, and overall it can be used for speeding up post-production. So yeah, that's basically all the general knowledge you need of a Clapperboard to make use of it as an editor. I hope you learned something from this. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Another quick bit of advice, wait, let me get back into the chair. Another quick bit of advice. Besides your Clapperboard, when you're actually editing, obviously have your editing notes, and then also make sure to have your script. Even if it's a commercial, you need to make sure you have your film script or your commercial script there, so you know basically what each scene or shot is supposed to have.